You know, I love how Hyzan's capital, right here in the middle, the water is just in the perfect shape of a heart. It's just so gorgeous, and the water just shimmers from all that sunlight. It is just a thing of mesmerizing beauty. I guess you could say it's in the heart of the city. And everybody just unsubscribed. Why do I do this? Hey guys, it's Skymer here, and welcome back to another episode of Triangle Strategy. In the last episode, Lord Jergan got drunk and proceeded to fall flat on his face, and yeah, that is the only. Actually, no, more eventful things happened. Of course, we also got to go visit the town again for the first time, and I love how I say again and then for the first time. Oh my gosh, I need to word these better. And we got to see a cat. See, here in Castle Wolford, my friends, they honor the cats. And I just love how nobody else was in that house, because the cat just knows that it is the ruler of that house. And probably the kingdom at that. All right, let's continue with the main story today. Simon gathers the members of House Wolford to announce his abdication. Let's hop right in.
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simon.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolford.
My son, listen well. A lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolford, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
And so the stewardship of House Wolford passes from father to son. Lord Simon Wolford, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfort set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolfort sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good.
I can't quite remember if we went over this guy, but I don't think we have. This is King Regna himself, the King of Glenbrook, Regna Glenbrook. He is revered as the wise king who brought the Salt Iron War to its end. He launched the joint mining venture between the three nations as its coordinator. If only I could see his relationship to his kids, because I would love to see how he talks to them personally.
Serenoa of House Wolfort. The crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall not disappoint.
I dare you to say that again, Thalis.
Must you make me repeat myself?
It's you! The Prime Minister of Esfrost, Talis Esfrost. This is one of Gustadolf's, siblings, not children, siblings. Archduke Gustadolf's younger brother. He was appointed Prime Minister at a young age and is the second most powerful man in Esfrost. And apparently he could go for the second biggest asshole.
I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me. You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister.
I hate this woman. I know that first moment that they were going over all of these noble people that were going to be attending the ceremony, I wanted to open up this mic and just scream into it. Because this woman here is the definition of malicious, the definition of a bully. I hate her. I know it's a strong word, but ugh, I just want to punch her in the gut. Archduke Gustadolf's younger sister, Erica Esfrost. Unlike her older brother, she judges others based on their lineage and greatly dislikes those not from her family's main line. I hate her so much. I could say worse, but I'm not gonna say it here.
Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolfort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolfort. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
Thalis and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf. And my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
Sorry about the minor cut there. Yeah, I don't like those two. She talks about her pink hair. Maybe we should just talk about her attitude problem. Maybe she needs to go to some anger management classes or something. Or just learn how to be a better person in general. Maybe she could actually assist somebody in her damn freaking country if she wants to actually be useful in this world. Also, we got the smithy. So whenever this magnifying glass will appear in the future, that means that an exploration phase is coming up again. So we're gonna get another one of those in this episode. But first, we have not been to the encampment in a while, so let's see what we have available to us. I'm excited for the smithy. Hello. As blacksmith, I have the privilege of looking after everyone's weapons. It's my honor to forge and repair whatever Wolffort's warriors require. Any blades that need tempering or bows that need priming, you need only say the word. Okay, so these basically, if I were to go into Frederica's, for example, at the smithy, you can upgrade your weapons and unlock weapon abilities. Both of these services require materials and coin. Each weapon has 3 ranks. Increasing a weapon's rank unlocks more powerful abilities for that weapon. You can acquire weapon abilities within the same rank in any order, but the later a skill is learned, the more materials it will require. If a weapon ability is connected to another with an arrow icon, they must be acquired in the order the arrow indicates. Weapon abilities contained within a box marked with OR cannot be active at the same time. However, once you have acquired either one, both become available and you may switch between them at no cost. Okay, so Frederica is actually one of the units that I really want to start with for this because she has probably one of the most broken abilities for a first upgrade. Now, as you can see here, she has weapon damage up, which increases her weapon potency, which I think means that her actual, like, whack over the head with a book attack is going to be stronger. Which is good for some units, but Frederica will probably most of the time be spamming magical arts. At least that's what I would think. But she also has all these stat ups, you know, HP and the defenses. And then she has this skill called a Clear Skies Fire Damage Up. Increases fire damage dealt when in clear weather. This is incredible. It contains 2 fiber though and 500 gold. I do think I'm going to get this right away. So I need to buy 2 fiber from the merchant here. I think that I have more than enough money to do that for all of this. So let's go ahead. If I can frickin' thank you. Let me have my fiber, dang it. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade that really quickly. We definitely want this. 2 fiber, 500 gold going in. She will just basically be able to deal more damage all the time when the weather is clear. This is incredible. Just because she's already able to deal a lot of damage at base. Now she's increasing it, and then you also have Benedict able to rally up her strength. So that is just even better. I unfortunately don't have enough money to do another upgrade even if I wanted to. So we're just going to go ahead and head out. Alright, so now let us begin our second exploration phase for the main story at Whiteholm Castle. The festivities begin under the vigilant eyes of each nation's dignitaries. Get ready for a lot of profiles because everybody feels like they're gonna be here. Everybody.
My honored guests, I am pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian Mines have commenced in earnest.
The Earth has yielded treasures more magnificent than even we had anticipated. May the mines endure for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
Well said. With Hyzant's salt and capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture. A particular note is Lord Dragan, whose knowledge has allowed us to so swiftly see our labor bear fruit. And House Wolfort, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord. May their deeds be forever remembered by history. Let us raise our cups and toast to their health and happiness.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Lord Serenoa is smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Eridor. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin. Step forward, Sir Maxwell.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
All right, and here's the character that we've seen before, but we've never gotten his profile. Sorcely End, the Saintly Seven's Minister of Salt. The Saintly Seven's Minister of Salt. He manages all things related to the source from which the Holy State's wealth springs. That is some mighty big jewelry. I wonder how expensive that was, honestly.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior. They say he has never known defeat.
And now we have the youngest of the Saintly Seven, the Minister of Arms, Exham Marshall. He is a knight who showed promise at a young age and was subsequently entrusted with the nation's military matters.
I would take the measure of this man.
And now we have the General of the the General of the Asfrosti Army of Laura. Wow, that is a badass portrait. I love it. A woman orphaned by war, she toiled to earn the rank of general and is now known as the strongest in Esfrost, her skills acknowledged by even the Archduke himself.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches.
Hear, hear! Hear, hear!
Will any among you prove a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge? I very much look forward to finding out. Until then, help yourselves to our hospitality and our wine.
Eat, drink, and be merry. It shall not be long until final preparations are complete.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa. Ah, but I forget myself. Our time is nigh, Lord Wolfort. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. But living up to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
Have more faith in yourself, my friend. You too shoulder the future of the kingdom, after all. There's no time for self-pity. A prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking that way. Come, preparing for the tourney will take your mind off your worries. See, I'm pretty sure that I said this response last time, because I don't like this response, because he technically, I mean, I guess he shoulders the future of the kingdom, but at the same time, he's the youngest prince, so he's not the heir to the throne, and he doesn't really even care much for his father and his ways. So, and this one, when I actually chose it at the demo, he was talking about how this response came off like, almost as a way of like, how did he word it? He just kind of said that he was talking to, that Serenoa was talking to him kind of in a belittling way. So, I'm gonna say this. This is no time for self-pity. A prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking that way.
This is no time for self-pity. A prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking that way.
Because it's kind of true.
Serenoa.
However, even the strongest of us have their moments of weakness. I hope to be there for you during yours. Whatever happens, We mustn't turn away from the difficulties ahead of us.
You're right, of course. A member of the royal family should not be so maudlin. Thank you for reminding me of that, my friend.
You two are quite the pair, aren't you?
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Huette of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolfort.
Ah, Prince Roland has told me much about you. I can see he is in good hands.
I shall see that it is so, my lord.
Now let us begin our preparations. Today we take the field, and today
we claim victory.
Roland and Huette joined your forces. Yay, are we getting aptitude stuff now? Didn't we already use you? Roland's aptitudes in battle, a melee warrior with range. Strikes foes 2 squares in front of him with his spear. His steed grants him exceptional mobility. Any class in this game with high access to movement is incredibly good in this game. Huette's aptitudes in battle. Rains arrows down on foes from the back of a hawk. Badass. Easily traverses terrain with large elevation changes. The higher the ground, the greater her range. But our defense stat kind of blows. I'd best greet our guests. It would also give me a chance to take the measure of my soon-to-be opponents. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by taking sleep recovery pellets from the dining table. Oh, that's nice. Totally not thinking of things that are not sleep recovery pellets right now that I might have found. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna talk to these noble women up here in the corner first.
I passed a group of soldiers clad in black armor on the way here. Are those Esfrost's storied black irons?
I mean to question any Esfrosti I can about the archives. It is said that within the archives' countless tomes lies the answer to any and all questions that have ever been asked. You need only seek them out. A house of boundless knowledge. That's certainly something I'd like to see with my own eyes. You learned about the archives. As the game progresses, you can uncover information that will unlock additional responses in future conversations. You may view the knowledge that you've amassed thus far by selecting War Chronicle and then Information. So these are also like notes, but they are going to be far more important than the notes. The notes are just kind of like, I would like to say that it's more like, I don't know, bonus story about stuff, but information is going to be very important in the near future, and it's almost, I would almost say it's almost guaranteed that you need this if you want to be able to get more so where you want to go in the future of the story. The archives, home to a vast collection of texts, this institution of learning is the pride of Esfrost. All sorts of ancient tomes from around Norzelia can be found here, even books containing knowledge thought lost to the ages. It's the biggest and oldest library that ever libraried.
The soldiers here are obedient, I'll give them that. I can't say the same for Esfrost's military. For better or worse, in Esfrost we value freedom over all else. Those with the drive to succeed naturally rise to the top. Though your kingdom's lords and ladies might view us as a rabble of ambitious upstarts. We aren't beholden by tradition in Esfrost. If you've ever any interest in seeing what true freedom looks like, you're welcome anytime.
A country where one is judged by ability and not birth. It certainly has produced some formidable personages. I shall have to visit whenever time allows. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Let's learn about him a little bit. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost values the freedom of all its people. Archduke Guzadolf instituted a system that allows anyone, regardless of their origins or social status, to succeed as long as they have ability. This approach has helped the duchy thrive. Yeah, okay, great, until you start talking about how the Rosellan people are not exactly appreciated. You know, because this freaking thing talking about, oh, despite your origin of your, like, your race and your living status, yeah, because Rosellan totally a part of that.
Stories of Minister Exham's skill have reached even the lips of my servants. I very much look forward to learning the truth of these tales.
Alright, so let's just go ahead and see who we can find over here. Let's go ahead and talk to Frederica first.
Talus and Erica. I wonder if those two would deign to participate in the tourney.
They're lazy oafs. They're not gonna do that. I hear the Bloody Shield himself will be fighting on behalf of Esfrost during this year's tourney. He's the captain of the Duchy's elite Hawk Riders and a fierce Hawkshield himself. I look forward to seeing the man in action.
I've never seen a woman, or a man for that matter, quite like Minister Lila. Beautiful, elegant, and brilliant. What I wouldn't give to serve under someone like her. Word has it her new assistant is a strapping young researcher, said to be well-versed in ice magic. I knew I should have spent more time in my books instead of in the training yard. I'd very much like to see the skill of Minister Lila's new assistant for myself. Perhaps I will, and sooner rather than later.
You learned about the Ice Mage. Ice Mage? I love myself some ice magic. Besides dark magic, I feel like ice magic is probably one of my favorites. They say Minister Lila of Hyzant's Saintly Seven employs a handsome ice mage as a research assistant. Ice magic is notoriously difficult to control, making mages of this type extremely rare. Can I learn about it?
Lord Serenoa, there you are. Benedict has been looking for you.
Your first tourney as Lord of your house, eh? I knew the day would come, but it still brings tears to my eyes to see it. Always remember that Benedict and I are at your back, my lord. Come to us for whatever you need. That includes the tourney. You need someone in the dirt, my lord? I'm your man. Let's show him what stuff House Wolford is made of.
Alright, dude. We'll get to that, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You're from House Wolford, yes? Your reputation is formidable, to be sure, but Esfrost's military is second to none. Day and night we train, and I dare say even our rank and file would be a match for any other army's elite troops. Why, just the other day, we managed to capture a particularly dangerous smuggler. He was swift as a horse, and as deadly with a bow as any man alive. I even broke a bone in the process. His skill would have doubtless made him a capable soldier. It's a wonder what disparate paths our choices send us down. The captured smuggler. Yeah, it is very true. I mean, people can be powerful, but it's just the way they use their power and their gifts to really determine what happens with that power. A smuggler has been apprehended in Esfrost. Fleet of foot and deadly with a bow, the criminal seems to have given the Duchy's constabulary quite the fight. Interesting. Oh. Do I have to talk to them? Can I just shove her off the wall? Is that possible? Can I just, like, freaking, like, yeet her off these freaking stone walls? I'd do it. You're going first. Ah, Serenoa Wolford. How good to see you again so soon. Allow me to introduce myself. No, you don't have to. I am Talus Esfrost, at your service. I suppose soon I shall be calling you my brother-in-law. This is why people sometimes don't like their in-laws. I'm feeling it now. This is quite the castle you have, full of history and great deeds. I hope that one day fate sees it fit to deliver me one so grand. Can I deliver the task of chucking your sister off a bridge? I suppose we haven't formally met yet. I'm Erica Esfrost. Yes, Frederica is my sister, although I hardly think of her as such. This country is old, for lack of a better word. I'm certain it will fit her sensibilities perfectly. Asshole. Alright, now here's a new character here.
Lord Serenoa, congratulations on your recent appointment. The news of Lord Simon's abdication was sudden, to be sure, but all lords must give up their position in time.
This is the Lord of House Tellior. We saw the Tellior domain not too long ago in the series. I just kind of glanced over it, but he is the leader of it. Silvio Tellior. The Lord of House Tellior, one of Glenbrook's high houses. His distant domain lacks the fighting power of the other two houses, but has been entrusted with safeguarding the kingdom's precious reservoir.
Still, I am certain having that immense responsibility thrust upon you at such a young age must be trying indeed. If you ever require counsel, or simply a sympathetic ear to bend, do not hesitate to call upon House Tellior.
Well, thank you. That was actually very sweet. Hey, Lila.
Congratulations on your recent appointment as Lord. I'm sure the entire realm will celebrate the occasion. Lord Simon has ever been a dear friend to us. Pray do not hesitate to come to us in times of need.
I love her. I love her so much. I don't care what anybody else says. Why did my convictions just strengthen out of absolutely nowhere?
That was random.
Is it true that General of Laura will be taking the field in the tourney? The right hand of the Archduke, rivaled only by her lord in ferocity. I doubt she judges a friendly competition to be worthy of her abilities. Still, if she lives up to her reputation, then she wouldn't have to try hard to prove a match for even the mightiest warrior. This is very true. I think that this would be, like, below her, to be honest. Hello!
You are the new Lord of House Wolfort, yes? I have seen you from afar, but I believe this is the first time I've had the pleasure of speaking with you. Even now, the common folk sing of your house's bravery during the Salt Iron War. However, I suspect it shan't be long before they sing of House Marshall's deeds instead. I look forward to seeing you at the tourney, Lord Serenoa.
Alright, I like Maxwell a lot. He's an amazing character, and I just love how he's, like, you know, this... Not only the training partner, but, like, almost like a mental therapist. That was a really bad way to say it. Like a counselor. There we go. There we go. Better word. Counselor to Roland. Oh my god.
I've trained the prince since he was scarcely old enough to hold a spear. I have a great interest in seeing his performance at the tourney.
The Dawn Spear of Glenbrook. Glenbrook? Did I just say Glenbrook? Oh, my meat. The Dawn Spear of Glenbrook, Maxwell Trier. The strongest warrior of Glenbrook, also known as the Dawn Spear. He was appointed the kingdom's Master of Arms by Regna, who recognized his skills in combat.
I would wish you good luck, but I would rather your skill carry you to victory.
Yeah, because I'm not good with luck. Try me with gambling.
You carry your father's legacy on your shoulders, young lord. Eager am I to see how it fits you.
Alright, let's go talk to Regna's children right now. Starting with, unfortunately, you.
With a wedding on the horizon, I imagine time must be a precious resource for you. Your life is on the cusp of great change, my young lord. Still, I pray you remain a faithful friend to my brother. He has his foibles, but I care for him all the same.
Tell that to the scenes that I watched you in before.
You're joining the tourney with my brother, aren't you? Sir Maxwell has trained with him since he was little. Roland could barely stand after they sparred. But he even walks like the Dawn Spear now. I'm so proud to have him as my brother. My apologies. Franny's always saying I let my emotions get the better of me. Please, keep my brother safe, will you?
I hope I did her voice justice, honestly. I am Sorcely End, but I am sure you know that. I have the honor of being one of the Saintly Seven. The duties of a young lordling are many, but I trust you are more than capable. May this mine bring prosperity to us all. Such a massive endeavor is bound to be fraught with danger. If you or yours ever require medical treatment, pray visit the Ministry of Medicine. We are blessed with the finest medicine minds in Norzelia, but our facilities aren't open to just anyone. Mention my name, however, and every service shall be at your disposal.
I've heard tell of the ministry. It's said that even the most grievous wounds can be treated there. I'd very much like to see how such miracles are performed.
You learned about the Ministry of Medicine. As you can tell, information is boundless in these exploration phases. Alright, the Ministry of Medicine, the finest medical facility in all Norzelia, located in the Hyzantian capital. It also serves as a research facility where the best and brightest minds gather to study life and magic. They devise spells and medicine to alleviate pain or speed healing, and treat all believers free of charge. They don't need that medical insurance.
Ah, young Lord Wolford. Thank you for the honor of including me among such esteemed company. Each face I see is more impressive than the last. Even members of the Saintly Seven have deigned to step foot upon our shores. Of course, I have had many dealings with Hyzant in the past. I am taken to understand all are equal in the eyes of their goddess, and even those not of noble birth can achieve prestigious stations. I intend to use this opportunity to avail myself of this famed equality, and perhaps win the ear of a saint in the process.
A country where station is decided not by birth? I was not aware Hyzant's goddess was so equitable in her judgment. I would very much like to make time to visit. The Holy State of Hyzant. Okay, all citizens of the Holy State of Hyzant adhere to the goddess's teachings. There is no royalty or rigid class structure. The people are ruled by the Saintly Seven, who are headed by the Hierophant and speak with the voice of the goddess herself. All believers are treated fairly and receive equal protection under the goddess. I just love how that religion is. I mean, it's wonderful. It really is. You must be Lord Wolfort. I am Patriarch of House Consar. By King Regina's grace, we were chosen above all others to attend this momentous ceremony. 'Tis an honor, truly. All we have, we owe to our king. Let us continue to serve him as well we can.
Today I fight by Sir Maxwell's side in the tourney. I could not envision a greater honor than this. May we cross swords, Lord Serenoa, and may the fight be one to remember.
This is just an amazing scene. I love exploration. I just love talking to all these characters so early on. It just makes the exposition so bright. Yes, Serenoa is floating. Great. Landroy.
Lord Serenoa, I understand the Wolford name is now in your hands. Allow me to introduce myself as your peer.
The Lord of House Falks. Okay, Landroy Falks. The Lord of House Falks, one of Glenbrook's high houses. His bow arm is said to surpass that even of Simon. The king himself praises both his battle prowess and fierce loyalty to the crown.
Wow, he is a big man. You don't mess with this dude. I am Landroy Falks, lord of one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses. This tourney will be your first and best chance to show the skill of Wolfort's new generation. You have my support. May you find success deserving of a high house.
Thank you so much. These people are so nice, aside from Erica! Let us hope this tourney brings the same thrills as last year's. I won't soon forget the final bout between Lord Simon and the Dawnspear.
Aye, 'twas a match for the histories. 'Tis a shame Lord Simon won't be here to have another go at it.
His son is representing the House Wolford this year, I hear. I don't reckon one so green could stand against the likes of the Dawnspear, but I've seen stranger things. Okay. Let's just talk to some more soldiers, I guess. I hear the Dawnspear is returning to defend the title he won at the previous tourney. Let's hope he hasn't been resting on his laurels. Not a person that is that equated to how high his military prowess is. Definitely not. Okay, we'll talk to Benedict in a little bit, because he's got one of those green, exclamation marks above his head. Also, you do, want to, come back here, because... for good luck, I had to do it 3 times, okay? That's just how we work around here. Is there anything in the corner? I don't think so, but I remember there being something back here. Oh, there it is. I knew that there was something here. 150 gold. That's good.
It is an honor to be allowed to fight by House Wolfort's side. I shall do my utmost to bring honor to you on the battlefield.
With you by my side, friend, I feel we could take on the entire realm. I dare say we may even give the Dawnsphere his first taste of defeat.
Okay, that's taken a little bit strongly.
May we remind ourselves that we are level 2.
Gee, I wonder what level Sir Maxwell would be. Avlora, what are you doing up there? Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, there's this lady here too.
I understand your medals shall be on display at the tourney, my lord. May it leave an impression on all in attendance.
Is there anything in the water, or is it just sparkling? Yes, you can just run through water. Uh-huh, yeah. Just go right ahead, do it. This game is literally boundless.
A predictable match with a predictable outcome.
Jeez. Well, you're on a high horse, aren't you? Okay, I believe... How many pieces of information do I have? I just remember from the demo that I had 6. And I have 6, so that is good. I'm just gonna check down here in the corner and see if there's anything down there. Hang on one second. Nope, ain't crap. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Gila. I think I've talked to everybody here, right? I believe I have? Okay. Seems like we are all good to go aside from our conviction, people.
Soon you will lead your first foray into battle, and Lady Frederica and I shall experience true combat for the first time. Do you have a stratagem in mind for the tourney?
It may be a tourney, but defeat will bring shame upon us. I intend to do whatever I must to win. Our house fights with honor. There shall be no tricks, but we will offer our opponents no quarter. You handled yourselves admirably when the bandits attacked. I expect your magic will be key to our victory. This makes it sound like that only Gila's important, so I don't like that one. And it's just a fun battle. I don't understand how this battle could bring shame upon our kingdom. I think that this is the best response for me personally. Our house fights with honor. We don't fight with schemes.
I see. You intend to charge headlong into your first battle.
Indeed. The strategy may lack subtlety, but it is honest. In times of peace, it would not do to rely on deceitful tactics. How we comport ourselves on the battlefield shall be a reflection of our conduct outside of it. I intend to make others know House Wolford can be trusted.
Very wise, my lord. If peace between nations is to continue, then the role of warriors must change with the times. However, you mustn't forsake the legacy you have inherited. I believe the course you have chosen weaves a delicate path through the two ideals.
Alright, and let's talk to Benedict as well.
My lord, before the tourney begins, I would like to ask you a single question. To what end do you believe this contest is being held?
That's a good question. It's a chance for our 3 nations to gather and celebrate. Although the battles may be bloodless, victory is sweet all the same. In times of peace, there are precious few chances to display martial prowess. I mean to remind people of House Wolfort's legacy. It may appear to be mere entertainment, but reputations are at stake. If we show weakness, then it will be noted by all in attendance. I think, since this is a party, it is a get-together, so I think that this is a chance for us to gather and celebrate. This is just another way that we're showing it. We're just having a fun battle between everyone just to see our strengths compared.
While it may appear that way, my lord, the truth is more complex. The tourney is a stage on which each nation will display its martial prowess, while also taking the measure of others.
I see. Although we aren't at war, we must still find ways to prove our mettle.
Indeed. I advise you to treat this as seriously as you would war itself.
Yeah, I guess I see his point, considering that he was part of the Salt Iron War. But, you know, Serenoa, I would believe, wasn't a part of that, since it was, like, 30 years ago. So, I mean... Alright, well, I believe that is everything that we can do in this particular area for the exploration phase. So, I will end the exploration on the next episode, and we will continue to the battle that is fast approaching. This is... Oh my gosh, I think I've just been doing too much talking today. This was Skymer, and I hope that you guys all have a fantastic day. Bye, guys!